Anaga Keshav, who's joining us from right outside the Chief Minister's residence where the breakfast meet will be happening. Anaga, good morning. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. The message from Siddaramaiah is very clear that the reason he's called this meeting is because the High Command wants him to. It doesn't change the fact that he will and he wants to remain the Chief Minister, as he says.
Well, good morning to you as well, Lakshita. You know, it looks like it took a dirty social media banter between two veteran politicians for the Congress High Command to finally wake up and then summon these two veteran leaders to have a discussion on their own and then assure them that they will be invited to Delhi. So look at, to what extent it has taken for the AICC High Command to finally take note of what's happening. There was endless delays. The High Command, there were pressure that was put on the High Command, but it's only now when things got so ugly on social media with the wordplay banter that took place, with the constant media attention, back-to-back MLAs openly taking sides as to who they want to support. It's taken this long for the Congress High Command to wake up and then summon these two leaders to have a talk on their own. We believe the breakfast is going to happen at around 9:30. We're reporting outside the Chief Minister's residence. It was K.C. Venugopal who instructed Siddaramaiah and D.K. Shivakumar, the two veteran politicians of Karnataka, to have a talk on their own, sort out all their differences and then come out to show a sign of unity. Let's also not forget that this tussle within the Congress has given enough of an ammunition to the BJP and JDS to take pot shots at Congress, and therefore the BJP and JDS also have a meeting scheduled. They say it's going to be regarding the Belagavi assembly session, but this is also likely to be on the table. They are going to discuss as to how, being an opposition, how they are going to take this forward about this internal tussle that's going on in Congress.
It'll be interesting to see what really happens going forward now. It doesn't change anything. Let's be very, very clear that this breakfast meet doesn't mean the end of the fight, the bickering, none of that. It still continues. The confusion, the chaos still continues. The High Command is waking up and smelling the coffee now to what's happening. And so that's why they've said go ahead and literally meet over coffee. But that doesn't change the fact that the High Command needs to act. In the next 24 hours, we're hearing there will be meetings that will happen in Delhi that could decide what happens in Karnataka. But the idea is to ensure that even if there is a transition or whatever happens going forward, there's no bad blood, there's no ugliness, there's no all-out bickering or camps that are created. There will be some who question whether it's a bit too late for that as well. I'll bring in Nagarjuna also on this. Naga, this meeting to me doesn't change anything. Look, the photo op is great that D.K. Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah are fine with each other. But the fact that Siddaramaiah says, I will continue to want to be the Chief Minister itself tells you.
That's absolutely true. It's going to just be optics and photo op. Nothing concrete would come out of this breakfast meet. You and I both know that this situation right now has gone beyond the point of no return. There is no going back for D.K. Shivakumar. There's no going back for Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. D.K. Shivakumar will have to go to Delhi and come back either as CM or bury his ego and then be the Deputy Chief Minister till 2028. There's nothing like I will give him the baton at 27 or maybe 6 months later, 7 months later. It's very unlikely that to happen or transpire because politically it doesn't suit Karnataka, right? Because if you tell in the meeting that let's assume that Chief Minister will be the CM till April or May, because you also have 5 state elections coming up, West Bengal, Kerala, Tamil Nadu also. Then what happens to the bureaucracy? Will D.K. Shivakumar be okay in waiting for the next 5 months? And also, every day is counting. The 5 months he sits in the CM chair, for all you know, more MLAs might come to Chief Minister's camp and hence D.K. will be left far behind in the race. So, it will not suit D.K. Shivakumar. And for the Chief Minister, he'll try much harder to convince the party high command saying, 1, February that I overtake Devraj Jus and be the longest serving Chief Minister of Karnataka. Number 2, I want to present my 17th budget in March 2026. These are the two benchmarks that he would put so that the Congress party high command would agree to it. If not till 27, at least give me the 3 months. I've done so much for the party. I've been leader of the opposition for twice and Chief Minister twice. I agree that party has given me everything, but you also have to know I bring in some my own credibility to the party. Because of me, the Ahinda vote bank solidified behind Congress party. That's the narration the Chief Minister will put. But this meeting right now, both of them, of course, will say, for all you know, D.K. Shivakumar will remind about the promise that they had Sir, you did promise me, we shook hands on it. I'm only requesting you to please, this is honored and ensure that the smooth transition happens. I need your cooperation, sir. Please don't do this. I've been long waiting in the line to be the Chief Minister. You have had power for 2.5 years. I've given you all the cooperation.
Yeah.
And Chief Minister himself will say, Mr. DK, I have not stopped you to become Chief Minister. The ball lies with the High Command. I am telling you right now as we eat the idli, whenever Rahul Gandhi, Mallikarjun Kharge tells me to step down, not a second more. I will come directly from the airport to Raj Bhavan and I would resign, is what Chief Minister would say. Chief Minister camp members have pumped the Chief Minister to say that, don't say this. Tell Rahul Gandhi or Mallikarjun Kharge, if they tell you to resign, give me 2 days time, I will come back and think over it. Sit over it. Take a step back, be alone, think over it and then decide. Don't just jump into decision saying that I'm willing to resign. So don't do that. Take time for yourself, hold your thoughts, process what is happening and then decide is what CM associate members, people who are in CM's house, usually the ministers and MLAs have given that opinion. Chief Minister will be on the same line saying, DK, I'm not stopping you. As soon as High Command tells me, I will resign. But DK Shivkumar will convince CM saying, sir, why don't you tell the High Command saying, yes, there was a promise made in front of Rahul Gandhi. Why don't you open up more and tell him that, yes, we shook hands on this promise.
Interesting what's going to happen. But what's clear is that neither of them are backing down. And we're talking about two master politicians in that sense. You know, both of them know exactly what to do. It's a game of chess. Always is when it comes to politics. And each of them knows exactly which is the right move to make, which is what makes this all the more difficult for the High Command as well. But let's run up for you all the updates that have come in so far on this story. In the last 24 hours, a whole lot has happened. But is the power tussle in Karnataka finally going to end? Well, there's a possibility because tomorrow there's a crucial meeting of the High Command in the national capital. There's this breakfast meet that's happening today as well. It definitely seems like a lot is happening. Things are gaining momentum. There are meetings, there are huddles taking place. And reportedly, the High Command has set a deadline of December 1st. December 1st is the deadline to close off the chapter. So by then, if they want to go by their own deadline, they have to take a call. Is it DK Shivkumar or is it Siddaramaiah? Now, these talks that we're going to see today in this breakfast meet has essentially been facilitated by the High Command, who, according to Siddaramaiah, called both leaders and urged them to resolve their differences. Mind you, so far there's been no statement from DK Shivkumar. Let's play out for you all the reactions that have come in.
ಈ ಹಿನ್ನೆಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು ಅನೇಕ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ಇವತ್ತು ನಾವು ರೂಪಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ಸೋನಿಯಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು ಈ ದೇಶದ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಕ್ಷದ ಅಧಿಕ ನಾಯಕಿಯಾಗಿ ಸುಮಾರು 20 ವರ್ಷ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅಧಿಕಾರ ತ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಆವತ್ತಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಬ್ದುಲ್ ಕಲಾಂ ರವರು ಈ ದೇಶದ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಇಂದಿರಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರ ಸೊಸೆಗೆ ಕರೆದ್ರು. ನನಗೆ ಬೇಡ, ಈ ದೇಶದ ಆರ್ಥಿಕ ತಜ್ಞ, ಈ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಉದ್ಧಾರ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಪ್ರಧಾನಮಂತ್ರಿ ಸ್ಥಾನವನ್ನು ತ್ಯಾಗ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಹೆಣ್ಣುಮಗಳು, ಆ ತಾಯಿ ಮನಮೋಹನ್ ಸಿಂಗ್ರಿಗೆ ಅಧಿಕಾರವನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಇವತ್ತು ಆಶಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕರ್ತರ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮ ಅವ್ರ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ಬಂತು. ಹಳ್ಳಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಖಾತ್ರಿ.
It's only a breakfast meeting.
So, but what is the High Command said to you so far?
High Command told me, and High Command told Mr. DK Shivkumar also that we should meet and discuss.
Right. But all things amicable between you both? All
But
things
my
are...
stand is, whatever High Command says, I will go by it.
All right, sir.
If you want to turn into a political turmoil, yes, it can happen. But you know, the leaders here of the Congress party who are in the responsible position, and also our High Command representative, whoever it may be, I think they should have foreseen some of these developments. It's not a sudden development. This is a development which is ongoing development last 6 years. I mean, last 2.5 years. So I think it is rather it is a negligence of the Congress leaders for allowing this impasse to develop.
मैं इतना ही कहना चाहूँगा, 5 साल पूरी सरकार चलेगी वहाँ पे, कांग्रेस की सरकार चलेगी, कांग्रेस का मुख्यमंत्री रहेगा और 5 साल के बाद चुनाव आएगा जो उसमें इतने ज़बरदस्त तरीके से हम लोगों ने गारंटीज चलाई, इतना ज़बरदस्त गवर्नेंस वहाँ पे चल रहा है. 5 साल के बाद जो चुनाव यानी कि 2028 में जो चुनाव आएगा उसमें भी पूरे बहुमत के साथ खड़गे जी के और राहुल गांधी जी के नेतृत्व में और वहाँ की पूरी स्टेट लीडरशिप की नेतृत्व में हम फिर दोबारा चुनाव जीत के आएंगे।
2.5 साल वाली बात।
CM and Deputy CM both are in a very egoistic attitude. They are not ready to budge an inch. Therefore, the High Command is compelled to think of the other alternative. So, in this context, a dark horse might emerge in the state.